Easy enough to operate. Load it up with your favorite oil or vinegar and spray, 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 and you're good. But why? This gives you the opportunity to bring that oil home from vacation or somebody sent to you and use it in appropriate amounts. The other thing that it does is it flavors your food with ease. If you turn the little nozzle this way, it gives you a vertical spread. If you turn it the other way, you can get a great horizontal spread. So really well engineered and thought out. But with each pull of the trigger, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of whatever's on the inside. So now you're getting control over calories, over fat intake, if that's something that you're looking to do. And it's your best friend to the air fryer. Because think about it. You can load up the nuggets, load up the fries on the inside, close the drawer, hit the button, you're off to Food Town. Now you do get 2, and each one is 8 ounces in size. You get reversible bands too that you can put on the neck of the bottle that kind of reminds you what's on the inside. And it's really the most used oil and vinegar names that are already stamped onto the bands themselves. You get 4 of those since they're reversible. It's a total of 8. You also get the funnel, and you get your choice of colors. So this color on the set with me is called the yellow. Here is the red. We've also got them in green. Then we have blue. Next up is charcoal. And then lastly, we have them in purple. 5 easy payments of $4.40. More than 150,000 have already been sold. And Chef Rick Roman is joining us live. Dear friend of the show, dear friend of ours here at the Q, trained chef, former restaurant owner. And I know you're a big fan of Evo too. How you doing?
Mary, it's so good to be with you. You know what? Over actually a total of 1 million Evo bottles
Wow.
joined QVC have been sold. And just like you said, this set is 150,000. But here's the thing. It changes the way you use oil in the kitchen because it's a patented trigger head that allows you to actually spray and disperse oils, which are a thick, viscous liquid, over a large area. So you save money. You're not wasting all that oil. But you also save calories because you're using a fraction of the oil. And I love to start out just by showing what most people do in the kitchen, right? So I'm gonna come up close to my camera. When you try to put oil on a vegetable, right, you pour it out of a bottle, and what happens? It comes out in that heavy stream, right? So you wind up using tons of oil, and you saturate your food. But when you have Evo, you can now take that patented trigger head, and I can literally, with 3 pulls, use 3/4 of a teaspoon, get a nice, light, even coat. So what does that mean? Less oil, so less money, less calories, but better coverage and better flavor on your food. So you're not soaking the food. And if you have an air fryer, you just said it, and you want to put some extra little zing to your French fries, your onion rings, it could be your wings. You can never do this by pouring it out of a bottle, but I can do 3 trigger pulls, cover all these French fries. That is 3/4 of a teaspoon because of this patented trigger head that allows me to spray oil. It really is one of those things that once you start using it in the kitchen, Mary, you realize how much different. Now, right up front here, I just want to do this demonstration. Here's a 1/4 teaspoon of oil. I want you to see something. We're going to try to cover this cauliflower. Now, I'm using a chili oil so you can see. Look how far I get. I don't really cover any of that. But when I use my Evo right next door, 1, 2, that is a 1/2 teaspoon of oil. And you can see all the nooks and crannies of that cauliflower have just a little bit of oil. So you get great flavor. You're using so little oil, so you're saving money, you're saving calories, but I'll say it again, better flavor with better coverage when you have Evo. And here's a great animation. It's a patented trigger head. So when you pull that trigger, Mary, it preloads 1/4 teaspoon at a time, so you know exactly how much oil you're using. Also, you mentioned it has a horizontal spray aspect, so you can get wide areas. Then it also has that vertical aspect, so if you want to get in tight, maybe get a little bit more precise, you're able to do it. There's no aerosols, no chemicals, no pumping. It just is ready to go when you are.
You know what? I'm just reading more about my Evo here in the insert that comes in the box. I love the testimonials that come along with it too. It should just be a QR code that takes you to a video of me and Rick Roman just going, just get it. I mean, it's so good. This person says, I use Evo over aerosol spray. I mean, there's like so many great testimonials in there. I've never seen that before. That's great. Thank you, Mary, for having that on set. You get the set of 2 sprayers. You get the 4 reversible bands. So in total, that's 8. And you get the funnel. But this color on the set with me is the yellow. We also have them in the purple. We do have red. We have green. There's the blue, And then lastly, there is your charcoal. Now it's 5 easy payments of $4.40. Rick Roman, when we want to, maybe we've used all the olive oil in our Evo and we want to fill it up with maybe Zakarian's original balsamic glaze. How do you recommend that we clean it out to change something else into it?
So the best way is some warm soapy water. You're going to swish it around in the Evo. Then you're going to dump that out. Then what you'll do is put a little bit more hot water in and just flush. Make sure you completely flush the trigger head so you can push out all of that soap and any of the residue. Once you've done that, you can let it dry in the rack and you're ready to go for your new, your new oil or your new vinegar. Now, very important while I'm doing this, it's really important to fully compress the trigger so you get that nice spray. And this is another example I love to use is if you want to make garlic bread, but instead of using butter, you want to use an oil. Imagine now, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you could tell, I spread 1 teaspoon, one teaspoon over this giant piece of bread. So every little bite has just the right amount. So I'm not wasting calories, I'm not wasting oil, and I'm getting flavor across my food. If you're roasting or air frying, like you just showed, your vegetables, your potatoes, you want to get the best roasted vegetables you've ever had. Use your Evo. 1 teaspoon covered all these potatoes. All of them have a little bit of oil on. That is the difference between Evo and pouring it out of a bottle, and why it will change the way you use oil in your kitchen.
Can I just one day, I want to have holsters, and I just want to I want to carry both in the right, maybe on an apron tie where you're just like hiya, and you're just like you're just ready. I love it. So you do get both. You don't choose. You get them both, and you can find your colors on QVC.com. Rick Roman, thank you so much for being here today. It's always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Mary. You have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye for now. Continue to place your orders, 5 easy payments of $4.40, but still to come in the show.